slightly blunted knife.
Tell me
Okay, so
more.
I'll take him.
They don't allow you to have sharp objects in the UK, do they?
No.
That's a good. Hey, box of sharp objects. That's a good song.
Yeah,
It's a good song.
couldn't.
It's from a band called The Used. They went on tour with The Muse, I think, back in the day.
Right, Mikey. Now you're a new father. I'm
What?
gonna let that
What?
go.
What did I do?
I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let that go. No, I'm gonna let that go.
What happened? What did I say?
It's okay. It's okay.
What happened?
But
Well, hi everybody. Welcome to the Vink Podcast. We are back,
Hi.
everybody. We are back here with, of course, Wayne in the
Hello.
UK with his unstrung guitar in the background. Yeah.
It's drying out. 'Cause you got oil on it.
Unstrung.
Well, actually, it's not a good idea to like take all the strings off at once because then you'll lose tension in the truss rod, and that can lead to warping of the wood, where the neck meets the.
And
Sorry, was that Jartan?
I don't know what happened, dude. Like I was sitting here and then I was like, and I just felt Sweden just invade me, and it was
a little cold. It was a little cold.
Yeah, it was like a
Chill.
chill that went like
Wow.
through my soul, and I think he used his Bifrost gate to take over my body and make me say those things.
To Borg ya. He Borged ya.
Yeah, I have the little port in the back like fucking Neo now.
How many franchises can we put in just one little reference?
Precious. I don't know.
Like, does the Dark Saber have anything to do
Oh
with
my
it?
god!
There it is.
I'm Idris
Dropped
Elba.
it. Right.
I goes where I goes.
And Idris Elba is just every franchise.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
surprised. You know what?
Spin
If
it,
I'm
Star Trek, Marvel, DC.
if I'm being honest, I'm a little shocked that they didn't have my man's be in Hot D with the white Singhalese twists.
Oh, he would have been beautiful.
Now the guy that they got, whew, he was great. But I'm surprised Big Driss didn't show up like, oi,
There's
what are we, the shipmaster?
There's
All right, give me an anchor. What we doing, war? That's easy. He just
and
blocks
that,
him
of
on
course,
social media.
is Mikey. Mikey's back. Mikey, where are you? Are you in the
prison?
Jungle? You're Brazil?
This is. Let me look at it.
Costa Rica?
Rotan. This is at the iguana farm.
Oh.
Yes, they eat iguanas
Who eats iguanas?
in Rotan.
Okay.
It's an island of Honduras.
It doesn't sound like much fun for me.
Well, I'm saying this. They told us that on the little tour because that's the day. This is from the day that we got to hold the baby sloth. The baby sloths, the toucans, or not toucans, the macaws, the capuchin monkeys, and then on a different like farm thing was the iguana farm, and they had about 3 trillion iguanas in that bitch. And then like, yes, some people eat them. Da da da. And I was just like, so like, where's the restaurants at?
Yeah.
Like, is that on the tour? Can we like get some iguana nuggets? Because like they're very cute, but I also want to eat them.
Nuggets.
They eat it. I would have eaten some. I would be doing as the locals do. The Romans, you would say. The Rotans, you would say.
Oh God. Oh. Brenna.
You wouldn't eat it?
Brenna, can we tap out?
No.
Wayne, you wouldn't eat it?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm not weird.
How is it weird? You eat fucking lamb.
Yeah, because I'm conditioned to eat
You
lamb.
eat pheasant. Come on. We just had this conversation.
Whoa.
Oh, she called you a pheasant eater. You gonna take that? You gonna take that from her? I wouldn't let her talk to me like that.
I don't eat pheasant. In fact, do you know what? I don't think I've ever actually eaten pheasant. No, I haven't. No.
Anyway, why is it weird to eat an iguana?
I've eaten crocodile,
There you go.
Because
alligator.
I'm socially not conditioned to eat
Um,
that. It's the same
I've
thing like when
not had shark
people
though.
people lost their shit over here when they thought they might have eaten horse because there was like some cross contamination with
The glue
that's-
factory. They delivered the horses to the wrong factory.
no, like so like, in France they
That's an ugly ass cow right there. Get in
I'm
there.
trying to explain a point. Shut the fuck up.
This is a tall, skinny cow. Get in there.
In France they eat horse, right? That's like you have horse burgers and all that kind of shit.
Oh, what's that
And-
called? I wonder what a horse burger is called in French. You said it was French,
Oh,
right?
I don't know. Horse burger. But in France they eat like frog's legs, they eat fucking snails, they eat horse and all that caper. And there was this big controversy over here that apparently a Tesco's lasagna may contain horse meat, and people were losing their shit. Oh, I can't be eating
Oh.
horse. Hang on a minute, love. But you'll eat that other mammal over there. See that one over there? You'll eat that, but that one over there, that's fine. Yeah, it's
I'd eat zero if it got down to it.
okay. There's a discussion that you need to have with your missus.
Hey, we finished The Last of Us. No one is safe.
Nobody's
Okay,
When
I've not watched any of it.
Think zombie apocalypse story of like, kind of think Mandalorian, but with zombies.
I mean,
Mm,
that's why Pedro Pascal is a daddy.
It's dude, and then in Game of Thrones, it was him,
Good.
and then in Game of Thrones, it was him and a kid fighting off
Yeah.
the bed. I'm like, all right, man, you gotta stop letting them typecast you.
No.
Hey, I need a
No,
lone.
it's fine.
I need a loner protector character. Maybe a little gruff. Pedro Pascal here. I'll do it. You didn't hear what I'll do it.
Children. Okay, we'll do it.
I love children. I'm great with children. Great with children. He took all the babysitting acting jobs that they had to offer.
And he killed it.
mhm.
This is the way.
This is the way.
I think that's what me and Kira are gonna do for Halloween this year. And then I said, then I told Chris, I was like, and you can be the lady that works in the garage.
Be the armor. She should be the
No,
armor, though.
no, the crazy old lady who fixes the ships.
Amy Sedaris' character.
Yeah.
She did not like that. I ran. She's not very quick after surgery, so I can run away. I say shit and I run. And I put it in the
What a gentleman! What a gentleman!
Yeah.
Right there.
Father of the
Anyway,
Year.
It's
It's
everybody.
ladies and gentlemen.
yes,
it's
this is
steak.
a great
It's
start.
steak à cheval. That's your horse steak.
Steak of horse. Yeah.
Or bife a cavallo. But that looks Spanish.
Yeah, that sounds.
I'm saying it like it's Spanish.
Yeah, because the other thing is people over here lose their shit about that festival of dogs that they like. They cook dogs in Korea and China and go, "Oh, this is terrible. How can they do that?" Okay, we'll tell that to that cow that you just fucking eaten.
To be fair, it's $3 a pound.
Ooh.
That's a pretty good deal.
Okay.
Steak like a good steak, like a New York strip steak, is like $13-14 a pound. So then your steak will come out to be like $9-10, and if you get obsessive, then you'll get like a $15-20 steak.
Difference is a cow versus a horse. I mean, there's not much difference in the type of animal that it is.
And size-wise, yeah,
Uh,
you're right.
one
They're
is
very similar.
bovine and one is equestrine. They're in different genuses of the same family. No, I have a theory. You
Wow,
shouldn't
nerd.
eat animals that are athletic
There you go.
because they don't taste good. And if we're eating animals, it's got to be too lean. Like there's no fat on a horse. You want a marbled horse steak? Where? They're fucking Olympic goddesses. They're just built for running.
They
so
can
no.
they can jump. They can jump. Once they
Yeah,
jump. Once they can jump. Have you ever seen a cow jump?
Right,
I don't think they can.
I don't think they have the I don't think they have the muscle.
They
because
can't get
never started
themselves up.
point of order. The thing that makes meat tasty is the muscle. So surely the more muscular the animal, the better the meat is, because we
Fat.
don't want to have like connective tissue. We don't want to have fat.
You
'cause-
do.
Yeah, fat.
The flavor is the fat.
Flavor.
Fat is flavor. You can't.
Right,
All the meat pretty much tastes the same. It's the fat around the meat that's different.
And it's how you process that fat. So how you render
Mm.
that fat is how it changes. So one steak versus another steak, it's how you treat the fat.
Okay,
That's-
well, a bacon medallion is best bacon.
Sure, whatever you say. Bunch of psychopaths cutting your fucking bacon the wrong way. I can't get started with you today. I can't even get started with fucking unfucking your goddamn country is going to take more effort than I have.
I mean, Canada has pretty bad bacon too. That's not bacon.
Wow.
Neil gets very defensive about that. He's like, well, they're both bacons. That one's just crackling. I was like, no, Neil, that ham steak that you guys have been.
Where is Tim? I want Tim on here right now talking about meat
He's
and cheese.
busy. He's busy today.
He's
He'll join
doing
us next
something
time.
with meat and cheese. He's melting something.
He's over there melting it
Just
down.
melting. He's melting it all over, all that cheese.
Oh, there we go. That's what I want to do. Why didn't you guys tell me my camera was all fucked up?
I can't tell.
Ouch.
I'm not paying attention. I'm watching football.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Just
so-
like, oh, he looks like this now.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a newborn at home. I don't know what's been happening.
You brought a baby on this on the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah,
These
she's
are-
That's,
It's
that's never
changed.
happened.
It changes. It changes the person that you are.
changes.
There.
Changes. Oh, would you guys like to know what her favorite lullabies are?
Ooh.
Any
Go on
guesses?
then.
One guess from each of you, and then I'll tell you.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Mm.
Nothing else matters.
System of a Down. She likes Serge Tankian's voice. She likes it.
Is she a chop suey girl?
Yeah, she really likes Prison Song.
Yes.
She really likes Prison Song. I'm gonna have her in her little fucking punk rock outfit. As soon as she can stand up, I'm getting her some fucking Chuck Taylors, a little fucking checkered skirt, and a fucking System of a Down t-shirt. And we're gonna go out and be very cool, because that is exactly how I still dress, as if I am 17 and I am walking in the gates of Warped Tour. That's how I dress.
I was gonna say you're here in like Long Beach. That's the Long Beach look.
So I have nothing but band t-shirts in my closet. Band t-shirts, anime t-shirts, and like my friends' podcasts. That's all I wear now.
The first song that I'm teaching Sienna at the minute is "Come As You Are," and just to get her finger positioning on the strings, and she has now started looking into like Nirvana as a band. She's like, "Oh, I really like this song, Dad." And
Can
she's
I break some bad news to everybody? I'm not huge on Nirvana.
All right, goodbye. Thanks. Thanks for playing.
That's fine.
I wasn't allowed to listen to that kind of music when it was popular. So
Yeah.
all of my listening is so after the fact. It's like I watched The Goonies last year for the first time. I don't.
We're
I didn't-
done. We're done.
I don't have the same like.
Shut down the podcast. We're done.
We can't do this
Next,
anymore.
next,
I'm
you,
sorry.
next you tell me. Next, you're gonna tell me that you didn't watch fucking Top Gun or Rocky 4.
Shame!
Oh!
Shame!
Right, Brenner. Ignore him.
Yeah.
Ignore that muppet over there. Right?
It's not that their music isn't fine. It's just I don't have the emotional attachment to it that everybody else does because I didn't hear it when it came out.
Neither did I.
Okay.
I like
Like,
it post
I listened
that
to
era.
all that. Like I listened to Nirvana, to Green Day, like original Green Day, because my brother listened to that. So
Right.
although it didn't influence my ultimate musical
Taste.
palette,
Palette.
my playlist basically, that still became a part of what I knew as music, because it was influential. So all that influenced, like, I mean, straight up Nirvana, after Kurt Cobain, what did we get? We got Foo Fighters.
Mhm.
So, and now Foo Fighters are actually part of my playlist because that kind of sprang into that. And then Green Day, something like, Green Day, like early Green Day wasn't a big influence, but once you start getting into those later albums, they are part of my playlist. And then of course we have, as Wayne and I have discussed many, many a times, that pop music, that late 90s, early 2000s pop music, was most
Top
of
tier.
my influence.
That's the top tier. It was a golden art form, and
Yeah.
people will
100%.
never understand why that Backstreet Boys concert me and the wife went to was literally floor to ceiling, wall to wall people.
Mhm.
Like it's not just because like that song was so good. It's that it was the time, man, when it was NSYNC versus Backstreet Boys, Britney versus Christina. Like it was very
I know
fun.
why.
It was very fun to listen to music and watch videos because there was just so much coming at you. It was great.
I know why. Like, not just the commercialism that came out of that pop music time period. It's also the fact that a lot of us were not really allowed to own all, we couldn't own the CDs all the time because so it was harder.
Oh, yeah.
We were watching MTV and VH1. That was it. That was the
Yep.
only way that we can get a lot of our music.
TRL after school.
And a
Yep.
lot of that came from it. Now those millennials that weren't allowed to do all that, weren't allowed to go to the concerts, or didn't have the money to go to these concerts.
Right.
Now we're all adults.
We got money now.
We
Yeah.
got our own
Yeah.
money. Nobody can tell us what we can and can't buy. Nobody can tell us what we can and can't put on our walls. Nobody can.
Fuck you, Mom. I'm going to the Backstreet Boys
what
concert.
we can and can't wear. And so now we're all
Brenna.
going back to where we
Brenna,
were.
to your point, I know for a absolute fact, the bands of that era are earning more money now than they did when they were under contract.
Yeah, because all their fans have jobs now.
Adults are now influence their young people into
Yep.
all of this, and we have more.
It's not only that, Brenna. The record companies that they were under were skimming everything, but skimming to the bone. And again, not to betray any confidences, I know
Bone Skimmer. It's my new bad guy name.
I know for a fact that these artists now are earning so much more per gig than they were when they were under contract, because they're out of contract. Oh, we're not making any money out of you. All right, well, here's a gig, here's X amount of money, and you get to keep it all. Okay, yeah, I'll keep
retaining a lot more of that
I'll
for
keep
themselves.
doing that then.
Their contracts are better. Like they can actually do that. And it's not just the music. I mean,
Yeah.
the fashion is coming back.
100%.
The movies. Think about the
Wait,
last
wait.
5
Won't somebody please think of the children?
Okay.
the last 6-7 years when it came to Disney.
Mhm.
What live action remakes have they made of their animated? Lion King, 90s.
Yep.
Mhm.
Aladdin, 90s.
Yeah, but
Beauty and the Beast,
as long as you don't make them
90s.
brown, don't make them brown.
Little Mermaid's coming out.
Brown baby.
End of the 90s, still millennial. So we are actually seeing and now we're going to have live action Lilo and Stitch. Like,
What?
these are all part of this millennial growth
I'm sorry.
that
what?
we had. Yeah,
Please
they're making a
re-
live action
please-
Lilo and
please-
Stitch.
Please rewind. What? They're
Record
making it.
scratch.
They're making a
Making
live
a-
action.
Live action Lilo and Stitch. And a live action Moana.
Oh.
They've now
Right,
come out with any-
Hold up. Let's stop there. Let's just stop there. If they do not cast My Sienna as Moana, I'm kicking off.
You could do it.
No.
We fight.
Do you want The Rock to show up with her to be her
No.
co-star?
No, I'm gonna say, no, fuck.
Oh, it'll be you then. Yeah.
me.
Power.
Me and Dwayne The Rock Johnson
The Wayne.
competing over that role.
The
The Wayne.
The Wayne Rock
Oh my
Johnson.
God.
Change your Twitter right now. That is hilarious.
Oh.
Dwayne. That's what his name
Wayne.
is. Dwayne.
No Wayne.
No,
No Wayne.
No,
No
the
Wayne.
way.
Yeah.
No Wayne.
Like Da Bears. Dwayne.
I'll fucking learn him.
Oh God.
I'm Idris Elba. I goes where I goes.
It's what I do. It's what I do.
Can't do this anymore. See, I told you, Mikey.
Oh,
I can't. We can't actually have a show. It's just gonna
No,
be
it's trash.
laughing.
We've ruined. We've lost. Have we officially jumped? I think we've jumped the shark, ladies and gentlemen. So
Yeah, we're done.
hey,
Bye.
we appreciated you guys for hanging out with us when we had any kind of journalistic integrity or point.
I saw the
but that
shark
day
movie.
is-
Wait a second, Mikey. We have never had journalistic integrity.
You know what the bad thing is? We've had more than most, and that's the depressing part.
That
Yeah.
is.
That's coming from Mikey Carlson over there.
We're not about all the fake
Fight
news
you.
and the lies.
I will fucking fight you, Wayne. I will fight you.
What?
Fucking
Oh my
rock.
God! I
fucking-
gave you a fucking segue.
Dwayne rock bottom your
See,
ass
this is
straight
why
through
we
the
can't do
fucking
this
cement
anymore.
floor.
We kind of failed.
Fucking,
I give.
fucking
you
guy.
You don't even acknowledge what I gave you.
It's because Mikey's ego is too fragile.
He attacked me, Brenna, and you didn't even defend me. You just tried to move the show along. What
Yeah,
was
well,
this?
I have
can
to.
you re-segue me, please? I'm sorry.
Okay. We here at the Bin Podcast,
Mhm.
we do not tell so misinformation or lies because we know that it will hurt us in the end. Segue.
Which end? Never mind. We'll get punished in the. Never mind.
As new and pretty ugly details emerge about why Fox News got rid of its highest-rated primetime star. The New York Times reports the
Oh yeah.
This is really funny because this is on CNN.
Speaking of,
You've got the CNN version.
it makes it burn that much more.
It just hurts a little
And
bit.
Tucker. Oh Tucker.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
This is a really major mistake and an insult to me.
Shame. Shame. sorry, and that I have made mistakes.
Oh, fuck off, Liz Truss. Fuck off.
Hey, leave
But them's the breaks.
leave Cabbage Girl alone. Cabbages are great. It's so is she. Just not at being fucking prime minister.
I want to make sure you know that, Mikey, during this sharing screen, you have Tim instead of Wayne. I'm just letting you know. And Tim is not available here. And Wayne
Look,
is an important part of the show.
I chose the people I wanted on screen, Brenna, are
Wayne
on
is
screen.
an important part of the show. Damn it.
It is working correctly.
Integral.
And then he word polices you after you bring him in. Like, hold on, you stood up for Wayne.
Sorry, my lord.
Oh, here we go. See, Americans' obsession with British monarchies. I'm so sick of it.
The breaking point came
All right.
after Fox
I
executives
invented
discovered
you.
startling, highly offensive, and crude private text messages from Carlson on the eve of the Dominion trial. Not long after that report dropped, Tucker Carlson posted this video on Twitter. He did not mention Fox.
God, he's got just a real potato head. It's just so punchable.
Why isn't he
News by
wearing his
name.
bow tie? It doesn't make any sense to me.
He gave up the bow ties.
See, it makes his face look even weirder, right?
Lean in there,
And you know what?
Lady Phoenix.
There's a problem too. Whoever's doing his makeup is
Ooh.
not contouring his face.
Where did they go wrong? What's the like the blending? Is that the blending?
There is no so he's got a contour so that it's darker on the inside of his nose right there,
Right.
so that it doesn't look like his nose is flat on his face, like somebody punched his nose. Right?
It does look like he has a smush nose.
He does.
He looks like a 60s marionette.
And then you've got to
I'm
make
a
those
real boy. Yeah.
cheekbones prominent by putting darker contours underneath those cheeks. So whoever's doing his makeup, like, they should be fired too.
And his hair looks like he's been put on.
He,
Like, literally, like, just dropped onto his head.
he has the same haircut as my 1 month old.
Yeah.
Like, dude, pick a hairstyle. Like, that is the default for babies. You have to
maybe
get
his
a
crew, maybe his
haircut.
glam squad just gave up on him. I think maybe that was like they just gave up on him.
They're like, hey man, you need to pick a haircut, and he just like points at a baby in like a stroller. It's like, what are you doing? Like, you can't dress.
He has
that's
the
baby
most.
hair.
He has the most punchable face.
That is
No, it's
that's
already been
that,
Wayne,
that that is
look
the,
at his nose.
That is the face of someone's very first
What?
Easter photos. Like, that is the haircut.
You
Flat,
know
it's
you
just
like
no-
you know
no
that
contour.
you know that machine that you have all the leads turn up. Whee! You push the button and it drops down. It's just a punch
you
bag. and
the punching machine.
yeah, that's his face. That is literally his face. You put that on there, and I would go through that fucking.
Wayne, if you want to do your here, you know what? I want you to treat yourself. On YouTube, there's playlists of dudes breaking that machine or failing and hitting their friend or punching like spinning it.
No,
There's
no, I've
dude,
seen
you
him.
can
I've
watch
seen
it.
him so many times.
But they're all compiled into one video. So it's like fail after fail. It is hilarious. I'll get you the link.
No. Sienna watches them all the time.
Oh my
God,
She's like, Dad, watch this geezer. What an idiot. I'm like, yeah. But look at the face that he's trying to punch.
All right, Mikey. Let's continue on with our ridicule.
When honest people say what's true calmly and without embarrassment, they become powerful. At the same time, the liars who've been trying to silence them.
Oh my God. He's so full of shit.
It's called projection, and this is what they do.
Shrink, and they become weaker. That's the iron law of the universe. Truth is.
What?
Iron law. Harder you punch.
Iron law of the universe. Everything happens for a reason. There are no accidents. That we live in an orderly universe that is governed by law, but not laws.
So
as we tend to think.
Tucker Carlson is basically saying, "Oh, everything happens for a reason. Look at me. I'm a soothsayer. Fuck off."
I was like, what is he on about? Oh, he's just dumb. Okay.
Things prevail.
No mention there of that new reporting from the New York Times. That report says that the text messages that were discovered by Fox executives were even worse, apparently, than those that were revealed leading up to the trial.
I'm enjoying this. Hold on.
It's not bad. It's definitely it's the opposite of terrible.
Ones we saw in public. Apparently, there was one message that was so particularly offensive, it added to the concern at the top of the company, calls to crisis in the days before they thought they were going to trial. We don't yet know what that message was, but the Wall Street Journal did report yesterday that Carlson had called a senior Fox News executive the C word. Of course, the same C word used to describe Sidney Powell, that's the Trump-connected attorney.
Oh, Wayne, you've got something in common with your boy. He's of your ilk. You're gonna.
So you decide to call people fairly awful, offensive words on a company cell phone. By the way,
I'm not paying for a cell phone. They can pay for it.
Exactly. So, and you expect them not to find out? I mean,
hey, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
I'm Idris Elba. I goes where I goes.
Better recognize.
Where I go.
You better recognize. I'm Cucker.
Well played.
I'm Tucky the Cucky. You better recognize.
Oh my God.
I goes where I goes.
I'm Tucky. Wanna play?
You should just end it by that. I goes where I goes. in the whitest.
That's a mic
middle
drop
class
ever.
voice.
I goes where I goes.
I goes.
Conspiracy theory.
Where I goes.
Who was a regular guest on other shows on Fox News. Here's how one of Carlson's former producers, who we should note is now suing the network, describes the culture of that show behind the scenes.
Oh yeah. I bet he was an absolute sweetheart and angel to everybody on set. I bet everybody
Just like
loved
Bill
him.
O'Reilly. Just like Bill O'Reilly.
I bet he was buying everybody
Generous.
Rolexes for their birthdays, you know, just really looking out for them. I bet that's what they're gonna say. I bet.
Women were objectified. It was a game.
No.
It was a sport.
Oops.
Female politicians who came on the show were mocked. There were debates about who they'd rather sleep with. C-word all the time.
Family values. That's what it is. It's all those family values that they've been.
C word all the time.
So there's a different Wayne. We have to explain to you. The C word is meant differently here. Where you use it as a term of endearment, we use it to disparage women.
Okay.
Just letting you know, just cultural differences.
Okay. And that's where I get to learn.
Yes.
Simple Secular Dave. The C word is not Canadian. No, it's not. It's not Canadian.
No.
It's
and
the old
we,
see you next Tuesday.
we use goddamn Canadians.
Try again.
We use goddamn Canadians. They're everywhere.
Please take us.
For more on all of this, let's bring in
Not the
CNN's
geese,
media
though.
analyst and
I will
Axios
not go
media
near a
reporter,
goose.
Sarah Fisher, CNN's anchor, senior political analyst, John Avalon, and CNN political analyst, Natasha Alford. Thank you all for being here.
Yeah, I don't care what you guys have to say.
Can we also talk about the irony that CNN is talking about the firing of Tucker Carlson because of disparaging women?
Yes.
From here?
Your mic is being weird, like it's cutting out if you don't talk like directly into it.
You want me just to do this?
Oh, bro, don't do that.
It's overloading though, so not. You gotta talk real quiet if you got it that close.
It's me.
Oh God. Press play. All right. Anyway.
ASMR.
Run away! Run away! Run away! We can't talk about old Cucky without talking about Don Lemon.
Same day.
I find your explanation reductive and actually insulting.
This is oh, here we go. We're going to Uncle Rolo's channel. Oh, if you guys aren't checking out Roland S. Martin, oh, I'm not subscribed on this account. Do it. Go subscribe. Support Black media. He is a fucking powerhouse. Actually, we're gonna start back a little bit because I like his swagger.
People are talking about the firing of Tucker Carlson. Then Don Lemon gets fired at CNN.
I'm doing all of my news stories like this. I'm gonna put my mic 300 feet that way, and I'm gonna holler
in an echo chamber.
I am gonna fucking holler because he is getting
Stand in the middle. Yeah.
It's got to be so cathartic to just scream out what you gotta say. I'm gonna do that shit.
All right. So he's been on thin ice because supposedly back and forth with Caitlin Collins and Poppy Harlow. Of course, John Malone made clear when Discovery took over that he wanted them to be a little bit different, more like Fox News in the reporting. Chris Licht has made it clear he wants the network to attract more conservatives. He wants them to be more down the middle, less rancor, all that sort of stuff. Then the folks at the New York Times, they are saying that this interview last week with the Republican nominee for president, who's Indian American, this played a role in Don getting fired.
Shout out.
He started to say Tucker Carlson.
Shout out to that amazing fucking James Baldwin piece of art back there. That is fucking stellar, and I'm going to tweet at Uncle Rolo over here and say, I need you to get me that. Like, I need that in my life. That is sick.
Listen to the interview.
Due respect, I find your explanation reductive and actually insulting, including to Black Americans, to say that Black people today, compared to 1964, 1865, haven't made progress in part because of the freedoms we secured. And the Second Amendment was
Black
part
people,
of what secured
hang on,
that
please.
freedom.
I cannot keep a thought if you guys are talking to me in my ear. So hang on one second. So to say that Black people, say what you said again.
Homegirl sat back. She's like, oh, Jesus. Here goes Johnny.
Black people secured their freedoms after the Civil War. It is a historical fact, Don. Just study it. Only after their Second Amendment rights were secured.
They
That's
were
a
not
fact.
secured their freedoms after the Civil War. That is not, you are discounting.
So this is a prime example of when you're not fucking paying attention, you mishear something, and then you just stick to it, and you just double down, and you just refuse.
Nothing else.
You refuse to move off of your point. You gotta reset your brain, people, because I'll go back. He misheard the question and then overreacted.
Yeah.
And it's not pretty.
Insulting, including to Black Americans, to say that Black people today, compared to 1964, 1865, haven't made progress in part because of the freedoms we secured. And the Second Amendment was
Black
part
people,
of what secured
hang on,
that
please.
freedom.
I cannot keep a thought if you guys are talking to me in my ear. So hang on one second. So to say that Black people, say what you said again.
Black people secured their freedoms after the Civil War. It is a historical fact, Don. Just study it. Only after their Second Amendment rights were secured.
They
That's
were
a
not
fact.
secured their freedoms after the Civil War. That is not, you are discounting Reconstruction. You're discounting a whole host of things that happened after the Civil War when it comes to African Americans, including the whole reason that the Civil Rights Movement happened is because Black people did not secure their freedoms after the Civil War.
That's not what he said. Nope. He's punching hard, though. He's like, I got this, son of a bitch. I got him. Friendly fire, dude. Friendly fire.
And that things turned around. People tried to change the freedoms that were supposed to
And you
happen
know how they
after the
got it?
Civil War
They got their
and
Second Amendment
Reconstruction.
rights, and they actually got the NRA played a big role in that. But today, Don, the
NRA did not play a big role
absolutely,
in
they
that.
trained Black
That
Americans
is
how to
a
use
lie.
firearms.
That's a lie.
The NRA wasn't always racist. It just is now.
The NRA did not play a big role in
This
that.
is just historical fact.
It's
but Don,
not historical fact.
The part that
She is so done with this. Look at her. She's like, oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh my
She's
god.
like, oh, I have to listen to this again.
Oh wait.
She's like, I'm going to the pub. I'm going to the pub.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. She's.
Oh, I just remember
that
something.
that Chardonnay is coming out cold.
Because you say it's historical
the
fact.
part that I
it's
find
historical
insulting is when you say today black Americans don't have those rights after we have
The
gone
fact
through
that I find
civil rights
insulting
revolution
is
in this
that
country.
You are sitting here telling an African American about the rights and what you find insulting about the way I.
It's so cringe.
It's bad.
Look at me with my shield. Look at me with my shield.
He tried to play the black card for the wrong question. Like, you misheard the question. Like, to be fair, he's right. Vivek is right. It wasn't until black people started arming themselves that motherfuckers realized, oh, I can't just run around committing hate crimes all day.
Yep.
I gotta think twice before I run up in somebody's house.
Until we get tooled up. Shut the fuck up.
When the playing field got leveled a bit, motherfuckers stopped committing random acts of violence on black folks because they didn't know the outcome of that situation anymore. So, yeah, that's true.
Live the skin I live in every day.
Here's where you and I
know
have
the
a different
freedoms
point
that
of view.
black and white that black people don't have in this country, and that black people do have.
Well, here's where you and I have a different point of view. I think we should be able to express our views regardless of the color of our skin. We should have this debate
I'm not saying you
without
shouldn't
me
express your
regarding
views,
you as a
but I
black
He's well trained.
man,
insulting that
but
you're
me
sitting
regarding you
here
as a fellow citizen.
If he's a GOP presidential candidate, I know he's Indian, but he might appeal to a lot of people. Hey, get out of here, guy. Hey, get out of here.
Whatever ethnicity you are explaining to me.
Whatever ethnicity
about
I'm, I'll
what
tell
it's
you.
like to be black.
Whatever
in America.
ethnicity
I'm
I'll tell
sorry.
you what I am. I'm an Indian American. I'm proud of it. But I think we should have this debate. Black, white, doesn't matter.
I think we should have this
on
debate.
the
but I think
content
you should,
of the
if you're
ideas.
going to do it, you should do it in an honest way and in a
I
fair
think-
way. And what you're doing is not an honest and fair way. Okay? But we appreciate you coming on.
With
Thank
due
you for
respect,
that.
Don, I look forward to
Thank you very
continuing
much.
that
I appreciate it.
conversation.
We'll
Thank
continue
you.
the conversation.
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you, Papa.
All right, so
What
No.
the hell happened?
I find that kind of reprehensible in the sense of, yeah, we're going to shake hands and say that this needs to carry on afterwards. But who does that serve? Who does that serve when it comes to that disagreement? Because it ain't the two.
It wasn't even a disagreement. It was an argument.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Nobody wants to listen to that. Look at his co-host.
She pulled her phone out. She probably texted the producer
Want
SOS.
to be there because
Yeah.
it stopped being a
She's
debate.
ordering an Uber.
Pretty like she
Commercial.
was out.
Commercial.
Exactly. I would let's get out of here because it wasn't a debate. It was an argument between two guys trying to battle each other over whose idea of
whose oppression is more.
whose race was worstly oppressed.
Mhm. And I think that is going to be the main crux of agendas coming forward.
There's a lot what's happening in this cultural wars that's coming up, and the GOP has been very, very good at trying, at least getting the messages out of trying to divide us by any means necessary.
Yeah.
Not just on race. I mean, race is one major part, but gender is a huge one now.
Yeah, massively, and I think they're using that as a new tool because the "where are you really from" argument has fallen down so much because like I get that all the time. Where are you really from?
Where we really
From Basildon, mate. Yeah, but where are you really from? Basildon. I was born. See that hospital over there? I was born there.
Yeah.
Right. So, what do you mean to say? You know, the reality of me existing has been this here. The cultural dynamic of me existing is this here. All of the other stuff that you want to try and like impart on me has no meaning.
Wayne.
Yes.
Wayne.
Go on.
You grabbed the alley oop and then you took the ball in the stands.
Sorry.
She was segueing into the video.
Sorry.
No. Say there also comes to that point where it's, you know, Wayne, where are you from? Where are you really from? And then you get these GOP lawmakers that are like, do you have a penis? But you identify as a woman, but
wow,
do you have a penis?
I haven't.
This is what elected officials are asking transgender women, is whether or not they have a penis. Like, ew.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's against decorum, right?
I think that's actually harassment. Like, do I go up to any woman and say, "Do you really have a vagina down there?"
Let me see.
Is your vulva
when
the right kind?
When has that question ever been given?
I hope never, but you know, people.
As a human being, I don't do those kind of things. As a human, as a general human, no, these are lawmakers that have actually asked transgender women what is between their legs, and now there are laws.
Come look.
That are this
Give
is
it a
a serious
sniff.
thing. There are laws that for
really get in there.
For school athletes, that if they identify as transgender, or if they need to make sure that they are only in women's sports, they are women in women's sports or girls in girls sports, that they can look down there, children.
No.
But it's never the other way. No one wants to check someone's pants when it comes the other way.
Explain.
Why?
I want you to explain this, because I think you've got a little bit of a point there.
Yeah, because there's a misogynistic kind of trait going on in this kind of thing. Because no one cares about a female to male trans human that wants to compete in male sports. No one. Why is that?
Because women are inferior to men.
Oh, there you go.
Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that.
That a woman, a biological woman who assigned at birth, we'll say, signed at birth, and then makes the decision after years of doctors and stuff to get the gender affirming care that they need.
Transitional
care, to and identifying as a male, as a man, and going into a male sport, or a male dominated sport, we'll call it. Then that, because women are inferior, it doesn't matter, because even if that person was assigned at birth as a woman, is now big strong man.
Yeah.
But to go the other way, women are so inferior that even wanting to look like a woman, a drag queen, who is an impersonator, who does the art form, the walk, the singing, the attitude.
Brenna,
They are inferior because a woman is an inferior.
This is where I love you so much. I love you so much on this. Right, every single year we take our kids to a pantomime. And a pantomime normally has a pantomime dame, which means that a man is dressed up as a woman and plays a very camp version of a woman.
Yeah. And for
but there is never the other way around. Now, if a woman was to become physically strong enough to compete against males, she would be ridiculed and condemned and ostracized by the mainstream because she's a woman trying to be a man.
Yeah.
Why is that a problem? But when a man wants to pretend to be a woman, that's fine.
And do you know what
this is where the male hegemony of like just we are making sure that men are in charge is a fucking problem.
And
it's a fucking problem.
The right wing has taken on this anti-transgenderism, so this anti-gender affirming care, this anti-drag. It doesn't make, I have no idea what that means. Why? And turned it actually against cisgender women.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to turn all us cisgender women into TERFs.
Yeah.
And they're using cultural appropriation as gender appropriation. As in, I'm supposed to be offended that a drag queen wants to dress like a woman, wants to have the hair, wants to have the makeup, wants to have the boobs. Like they're using that language against cisgender women.
Which
all the drag queens are going to steal your men.
I don't.
Your beds will be empty.
I don't understand it because like, cis women have no threat from drag queens at all.
Take all the men. The drag queens will take them all.
Actually, so I've been watching Drag Race, and I'm like, oh my god, the hair is beautiful. Oh my god, the makeup's. I'm actually.
Exactly.
They're more feminine than me. They
Right,
could
so-
walk around in heels.
Sorry.
That's usually because of the whiskey, though. To be fair.
Well,
yeah,
if she's gonna wear heels, she's gonna give herself.
I have to drink like Bellinis or something. Like it's
For those that
elegant.
don't know, in our audience, Brenna's normally off her tits on whiskey.
Hey guys, can I fucking press play now?
Yes, please press play.
That's
I'm
like
sorry.
4 alley-oops in a row that you guys just. I'm like, okay.
Sorry, I've been. This has been one of those things that over the last few months I've been like nonstop thinking about how horrible.
Which we would have talked about after we played the clip, but we're just the longest prologue.
Brenna, this is not me being masculine and trying to push.
Suppress my creativity, my womanhood.
Get in that cage, songbird.
Mikey, just press play.
Demanded when I spoke, the majority leader stood up and objected, much like our minority leader does when they say something we take it.
Oh yeah, pack your bags, everybody. We're going to Montana.
exception to. But nothing happened,
not
and
pretty.
then on Thursday, the speaker informed me that he would no longer be recognizing me because in his mind, I broke decorum. I am punching in on the bills I am ready to speak on, and Speaker Aguirre is deciding not to recognize me. And I think it's important to acknowledge that we have had people in that body on the other side who have screamed in their closing arguments, who have equated my very existence to somehow sexualizing children. And yet the speaker allows them to go forward. So we're seeing a very undemocratic application of what it means to have decorum. But I will say I rise in support of my community and my constituents every time I speak. When I spoke on Senate Bill 99, I spoke about the very real harm that these bills cause. For example, there was a young trans teen who attempted suicide, and when her mother found her, she had one of the hearings, one of these anti-trans hearings, up on her computer. I see the real harm these bills.
Poor fucking kid.
Oh,
Poor fucking kid. She's got a
2
couple.
seconds. I'll be back. 2 seconds.
Okay, so just to let everybody know, what she's talking about is to reverse gender affirming care for trans kids.
Mm-hmm.
Reverse it. Stop hormones. Stop surgeries when it comes to that. But right now, it's stopping hormones and hormone blockers, puberty blockers. This is going to force children not become who they actually are using medical science and the various doctors and support that they need. And she said it right. This is going to do more harm, and it scares me.
And they know that their council meetings are being live streamed. They know.
They know who their audience is.
You know what I mean? They know that there's probably a couple of trans kids in the audience. And he did it anyway. He did it anyway. He said it anyway.
I have a sick theory. I have a really sick theory.
Did it on purpose.
That not just the few things that have been happening with these the reversal of gender affirming care, the abortion pill,
yeah,
the banning of books, the no more AP African Studies in Florida. That's 12th grade, up to 12th grade. These are nearly adults. So many, like the guns, right? The Tennessee 3, right?
Sorry, can I just interject? Are we talking about Florida right now?
No,
we're talking about America in general right now, especially those.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to my very, very sick theory that these things that are supposed to be helping people, right? Healthcare of any kind, access to women's health, access to gender affirming care, access to information about your body, different ethnic groups, studying African American studies. I do think that because we already know a lot of the, most of these, and taking away these cause either attempts on your life, not being able to get proper health care, or making it too expensive to get proper health care, making things like abortions illegal, making it hard to recover from miscarriages or other types of ailments. I do believe.
Tell me, damn it! Stop listing things.
No, this is really important. That even though studies have shown that this leads to death all these things lead to death. I don't think the MAGA Republicans or the GOP or the right wing cares about people's lives. They want people to die.
It's a purge.
They want only white, Christian, straight, and now we call it cisgendered people to be on this earth. And if you do not fit into that category, they want you to die.
Yeah.
They want you to leave room for them so that their earth, so that their God can lift them up to heaven. That is the purpose. All this is not because of the this is not about the good of the people. It is not about saving children. Press that button.
Boom.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
This has absolutely nothing to do with that. This has something that they want to create the planet that they want so that they, when the rapture comes, their God will take them.
Yeah.
Because they don't care about climate crisis.
Absolutely not, because Jesus will be back.
And
they're allowed to destroy the planet because they're going to heaven.
I'm gonna reinforce Brenner on this because we've had the NHS since 1947, and
National Hockey Society.
Yeah, exactly.
You fucking prick.
Oh, subcommittee. Sorry.
It's lower.
I swear
it's
to
not
God,
even up here. It's
Mikey,
down here.
Mikey, if you was in my fucking,
they play in slush. They don't get real ice.
It's like
anyway.
it's like the rollerblade material, right?
But we are doing our best to privatise the National Health Service, NHS.
People die. Just letting you know.
And when I hear arguments such as what Brenner has put forward, I'm like, how is this even a thing? Because if over here, if you hurt yourself, you can phone an ambulance and the ambulance will turn up. They're not going to ask for your credit card. But we're slowly getting to a point where we will have to. And it's shocking. It's like we developed the perfect system, and in the 60s and 70s, it worked amazingly. But then from the 80s, it became something where we can nobble it off. We can just take a little bit out of it. Oh, do we need private ambulances? Yeah, we need private ambulances because it's cheaper. Someone's taking money from that.
It's freedom. It's because you don't have freedom, Wayne. Not a free society, so that you don't have a choice. So you need the choice of that private ambulance.
Yeah, but the ambulance that will turn up for the ambulance that will turn up for me, where we spoke about before, when I banged my head open, the ambulance that turned up was a NHS ambulance, and it took me to the hospital, and I got my head stitched up. And
hey, remember when Wayne broke his finger? That was funny.
Fuck you.
Damn holes in the walls.
I bet he never told us if he actually blocked the ball, if it still went in. I think it still went in. I think Mikey. Basically, what happened there was I pushed the ball onto the post. The ball came back, hit me on the top of the finger, broke my finger, and went in. So I still conceded a goal. So well done. Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. I realized you never told us, and I still blocked the shot because he would have led with that. I got the most amazing save, and I broke my finger to do it. But no, that wasn't the story we were told. So yeah, it went in.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we finish this, please? It's almost done.
Bill's brain
yeah.
and the deaths they could potentially lead to. And I stand by holding the Republicans accountable for their policies. So I know, being a trans woman, I know the joy that comes when you're trans and you get to finally live fully as yourself, when you get to walk through your daily world with the joy and purpose that I would not have had possible if it were not for my transition.
Yes, but we
Those
kind of buried
majority
the
were open.
shut your mouth. We buried the lead here. Oh, whoa. Is this new? What is this from? 23 hours ago. Justin, Montana House bans trans lawmaker Zoe Zephyr from floor in landslide vote. Oh, so she's out.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
They stopped her from, obviously, like they stopped her from coming in. They made her do whatever vote they made her call in from to Zoom before, and now they kicked her out.
Yep.
Do they realize that that's not going to work out for them in the end?
Well, the real tragedy here is, number one, she was right, and number two is, if I voted for Zoe, and you can't just and Wayne, I don't know if you caught this part of it. The reason why they said that she broke decorum, that there's that dog whistle, the quiet part out loud again, is because with reversing the gender affirming care, she said this is going to harm children. Like, you're going to have blood on your hands. And because she said blood on her hands, they said that's threatening language and that is a breach of decorum to speak that way. And everybody's yelling and screaming and carrying on. But she says that, and that is so off the wall. But speaking of off the wall, decorum.
Decorum? God.
I think it's a really major mistake and an insult to me. China is poisoning
MTG.
America's children, poisoning our teenagers, poisoning our young people. How long are you going to let this go on?
Congresswoman, let me assure you that we're not letting it go on. We are fighting this.
No, I reclaim my time. You're a
Bye-bye, love.
So again, guys, let me mansplain decorum to you some more. So what decorum is when you it's so apparent. It's so apparent.
Not letting it go on. We are fighting.
Hold on.
No, I reclaim my time. You're a liar. You are letting this.
I need to explain what mansplaining is to our British audience.
Shut up.
No. It's what Mikey thinks men can do. All right, that's Mikey's thing. All right, us British men, we're nice. We hold the door.
Problems, big fella.
Someone's got a new soundboard.
Anyway,
we are fighting this.
No, I reclaim my time. You're a liar. You are letting this go on, and the numbers.
Well, no. Actually, I want you to take the words of the speaker down.
This is a little compilation here.
So in making a ruling on this, it's pretty clear that the rules state you can't impugn someone's character. Identifying or calling someone a liar is unacceptable in this committee. And I make the ruling that we strike those words.
Sorry, just a point of order, legitimate question.
You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Did you move to take the words down or to strike them, Mr. Thompson?
Yeah, sorry, I just stepped in. Point of order.
To take them down.
So
that's what we did.
My understanding is if words are taken down, that means that the member can no longer speak in whatever the proceeding is that those words were said.
Personal inquiry.
Basically, she needs her time.
There's no such thing.
Stand by just a second. House, when we strike.
This is the boring shit that turns into awesome shit.
It does terminate the time of the individual who is speaking. So The gentlelady is no longer recognized. The chair now recognizes Mr. Ivy, I believe.
Can I make a point of inquiry, Mr. Chairman?
You can.
So the ruling was that because she used the word liar, that was taken down, which I agree with.
Yes.
But accusing
a statement of fact is very similar to the posters that Mr.
There's no statement of fact.
There's no statement of fact.
Bullshit.
There's no
statement of
factual
fact.
basis for the statement.
We're not here to debate this.
Did someone just say bullshit?
No, I think the words kind of amalgamated themselves into that.
A statement of fact is very similar to the posters that Mr.
There's no statement of fact.
There's no statement of fact.
Bullshit.
There's no
statement of
factual
fact.
basis for the statement.
We're not here to debate this, okay? And the ruling was made by the chair that these previous words were not against the rules of Clause 1 and Clause 4 of Rule 17. But to tell someone that they are a liar it's pretty clear in the rules.
Slander is clearly covered by the rules.
Yep.
Radical and
Hey, shut up, David Pakman. You get out of our show, damn it. Got enough views already. Watch you later, David.
To be fair, David Pakman is a great commentator. So shout out to David Pakman, and thank you for content.
Yeah. Thanks
So
for
basically,
thanks for having
her-
Jesse fill in for you.
So,
Talk to you later,
So-
Jesse.
Let's talk about it.
So Marjorie Taylor Greene is a plant, right? She is there.
I think it's a really major mistake and an insult to me.
She is there to make trouble, and she's before had no consequences, but now she's getting consequences. So we might see more of her being a see you next Tuesday and getting
well played.
actual
Well played.
actually getting a punishment for it. So hopefully we'll see a little bit more of this and show that she really isn't doing any good for her constituency or her party, that she is a liability. And we're coming up on election season, and she could be a huge liability to what is left.
She's gonna be VP. She's not worried about winning her seat. She's not worried about maintaining her seat. She's gonna run. She's gonna run with them. She's gonna do it. She's stupid enough to do it.
Let's be real. She's a cunt. She is an absolute fucking grade A next level cunt. Right? MTG is a cunt.
Okay, Wayne, for fuck's sake.
No.
We're Americans. You can't use it as a seasoning, for fuck's sake. Not the entire fucking sandwich, man.
No, I'm putting bread here. Okay. This person here.
Hey.
I've not said it.
I'm just saying, like,
that person.
we got the sentiment.
there.
Move on.
Yeah. We understand.
Move on, counselor.
Yes. So yes, she's
and the problem is that your media has elevated her to a status where she should not be. Absolutely should not be, because she's got nothing to say.
Yeah.
But because it's slightly controversial, look at me, and all the other
the sideshow.
Yeah, but the sideshow has become the main show.
Well, that's why they got rid of.
Act.
That's why they got rid of Diamond and Silk's punk asses.
Yeah.
Then when I'm died.
Yeah. Well, that was.
It was Diamond, no, they were already out.
Diamond dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were already out, and then one of them died. But they're like, oh shit, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Bobert, oh, they popping off way more than y'all. Bye. Won't need y'all
And
no
they're
more.
white, so
we can just use the white girls.
They just white.
The white girls won their elections. Bye.
They just crazy white. Like they're
Isn't
just
that
the normal,
hilarious?
like, crazy white, right?
Isn't it hilarious about how your media works?
Yeah.
Okay. It is hilarious, but we got to move on.
Go on.
So, I have a story of 2 snakes dying. I'm not going to show the video for the
Is one
first one.
Jerry
I'll just.
Springer?
He's not dead, is he?
Yes.
Yeah, he just died.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh. Was he sick?
No, he was just old.
He wasn't that old. He's like 75.
79.
Yeah, that was close. It's pretty damn close. But in Florida, what is it? It's the reticulated pythons, whatever the ones that, you know, assholes like get as pets and they get too big and they fucking let them out in the fucking Everglades are fucking full of these fucking foreign snakes that are eating everything.
Like the alligators.
No, those are from there.
They're
those are
basically dinosaurs. They're fucking dinosaurs.
They're water dragons. If you would stop being so disrespectful. But
or as Florence would say,
yeah, she got.
I can't remember. I'll just play I'll play a little of the audio here. I don't want to play the video because it does show them. There's like dead snakes on the floor, and it's just it's a very. I love animals, so I don't want to put that up for you guys. That's
tonight a snake scandal in Florida.
The boa's down. What? The boa. The pregnant boa. No. No. Oh my God, that guy's gonna flip out.
According to the United States Association of Reptile Keepers, or USARK, this video shows officers with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission accidentally killing.
So what they're doing is this guy is a herpetologist. He's got tons of reptiles, and he had a bunch of those pythons that you're not supposed to have. So Fish and Wildlife is coming in, and he tried to get rid of all of the snakes and give them homes. He couldn't get rid of all of them, so I think there was 30 snakes that had to be euthanized because it was illegal for him to own them because they are a nuisance pest, and people let them go. So that a little background for you.
A pet boa constrictor that was pregnant with up to $100,000 worth of other snakes. And when the officers realized their alleged mistake, disbelief. One officer immediately raising his hands to his head and appearing to mouth, "We messed up." And 20 minutes later,
imagine if he had tons of mice.
I hate you.
At least one officer heard admitting to the error.
Is there a way to maybe save the babies? Oh no, dude! This guy's gonna go bananas! Oh my God! Why? It was a mistake.
The video was taken by snake breeder Chris Coffey, who USARK says legally owned reticulated and Burmese pythons until
there it is, that reticulated right there.
A ban in 2021.
I can't watch it. Those animals mean a lot to me. It's like watching someone kill my kids.
According to the agency, he was unable to rehome more than 30 of them, which after a lengthy court battle were killed by those FWC officers on April 6th.
My back was...
So yeah, like his boa is a very expensive snake. He bought it. Yeah, I think they said and another thing, it was a 10-year-old snake. Like he had it the entire time. And now it's pregnant, and he's gonna sell the babies and do like that could be your livelihood. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you just destroyed his livelihood.
Yeah,
that's shocking.
So I feel terrible for this guy, terrible. And the other snake that died was that fucking bitch who fucking lied on Emmett Till and got his fucking face beat in. She died at 88. Fuck you, bitch. I hope you rot in hell.
Yep, she died.
Fucking unbelievable.
Anyway, let's head over to the UK.
Going across the pond.
Let's see what trash
Pack your
we got.
bags.
Moment in the history of the Labour Party.
Just 2 months ago, the Labour leader announcing the party finally out of special measures over anti-Semitism by the Equalities Watchdog.
It's meant rebuilding trust, not just with the Jewish community, but with all those who were rightly appalled by the culture of the party under the previous leadership.
Hold on. What the fuck is his name?
Keir Starmer.
Come on, man. Keir?
Sir Keir Starmer.
Listen. What's MP?
Member of Parliament, you fucking twat.
Oh, you want me to start listing off some acronyms from my country? You want to do a little pop quiz? See
Yeah,
who
let's
gets
do it.
more?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
What's GOP stand for?
Grand Old Party.
Ah, fuck you.
What?
Oh, go on then.
Well, no, carry on. You started it.
We're going back and forth, I thought.
No, you started with GOP. I was like, okay, Grand Old Party, whatever.
All those who were rightly...
You win this round, but I'll be back.
Watchdog.
You and labor. I'm just. Why is there a letter U?
Yeah.
In
Fuck
labor.
You in this letter U over here. How about that?
Like you're just we're just adding vowels to where they don't belong.
Because they were the original wordings of that particular word.
Yeah,
but
you guys that's not efficient. You have to take away those nasty little letters so that you can save on the ink on the printing press.
We only have one Earth
No. It's
Think
not
of
even
the-
about that. It's
Can you
not
think
even
of the
about that.
children?
It's efficiency.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
The children might need some fucking U's too, and you using them all up.
Yeah, wasting. You're wasteful. See, this is why nobody likes the UK.
Y'all be wasting U's all over the place.
No one likes the UK.
And
'cause
E's just here and there.
Shut the fuck up. No one likes the UK because we conquered the fucking half the world from this tiny little island. This tiny little island that we live in. We conquered
That works
half
out
the
for
world.
you in the end.
And then we like
Hey,
went,
enough with your tribalisms.
Building trust, not just with the Jewish community, but with all those who were rightly appalled by the culture of the party under the previous leadership.
Plunged back.
How come they all didn't yell? I thought you guys were big at yelling whenever you agreed with something.
because that was a speech by Keir Starmer. But the point that we're making right now is Diane Abbott, who has been a very, very anti-racist politician and been an advocate for so many kind of anti-racist programs and whatnot, is about to step on her own dick.
Into that discussion, Diane Abbott today suspended from Labour pending an investigation over a letter she wrote stating, "It is true that many types of white people with points of difference, such as redheads, can experience this prejudice, but they are not all their lives subjected to racism. In pre-civil rights America, Irish people, Jewish people and travellers were not required to sit at the back of the bus. In apartheid South Africa, these groups were allowed to vote. And at the height of slavery, there was no white-seeming people manacled on slave ships." It was a response to an opinion piece questioning the view that racism only affects people of colour. She later apologised, saying it was only an initial draft and that letter should never have been sent.
Wait, what was wrong about what she said?
Everything. I'll tell you for why. Because what she's trying to do is basically say, in her defense, if you will, you can't hide black. That's basically what she's trying to say. But what she did is throw everyone else under the bus, like travellers, gypsies, redheads, everyone under the bus, saying these people will get shit, but it's not as bad as what we get, which has some kind of merit.
Yeah,
But
I think
you
you're
can't-
allowed to have an opinion.
Yeah,
about
but
some.
but
Okay.
what you can't do is have a hierarchy of oppression. That's not fair.
I don't see a hierarchy. It just says different, and then it says letters suggest Jews not subject to same racism as black people. It's not the same. It's not identical. You know what I mean? It's. I'm maybe we need to listen to more of it. I don't see how that is controversial. Am I missing something?
Yeah, no, because the problem is when it comes to Jewish people and the Holocaust, the main thrust of the Holocaust was you being a Jewish person.
Let's play on. Let's play on.
Carry on.
Jewish people, and travellers were not required to sit at the back of the bus.
And who the hell are travelers?
Gypsies.
Ah.
It is that is a group of people, and
I was like, time travelers? Like, what the fuck?
That's actually a different group of people.
Mm-hmm.
Apartheid South Africa, these groups were allowed to vote, and at the height of slavery, there was no white-seeming people manacled on slave ships. It was a response to an opinion piece questioning the view that racism only affects people of colour. She later apologised, saying it was only an initial draft and that letter should never have been sent, but also that there is no excuse and I wish to apologise for any anguish caused.
It creates this hierarchy of
Holy
hate.
blue hair.
It pits
love
one
it.
minoritized ethnic community against the other. Racism, prejudice. It tries to suggest that anti-Semitism and discrimination, particularly against Gypsies, travellers and Roma, who she managed to single out as well, was somehow a lesser kind of discrimination.
Anger too from Labour MPs, a number reaching out to Keir Starmer personally today. Under new party rules voted on last conference, once an MP is under investigation, the party whip is suspended as an automatic precaution.
It's regretful, given her record of fighting racism, but it's absolutely the right thing to do. Suspend the whip, have a full investigation into it, and then make a judgment. It's what's happened with other MPs that we've seen in the recent past, and it's right that it should be happening with Diane.
Does it say Diane Julie Abbott has been duly...
As Britain's first black female MP, Diane Abbott said she got into politics to be the voice of the voiceless and that promoting racial justice throughout her almost 36 years in Parliament has been her focus. Her close allyship with Jeremy Corbyn as leader of the party is one reason friends say she is being watched closely by the leadership.
These things happen. Diane really knows a lot about racism. She has been the most abused, racially abused person in Parliament for many, many years. This is absolutely not what she said, is really not what she means.
An investigation will now decide whether the whip should be reinstated or whether she, like the former Labour leader, has a future outside the party.
Serena Barker.
I think they're fucking, I don't know. Is there a way to, where do you get the letter? Can I get the letter?
What the transcript?
Letter she wrote in a Sunday newspaper. Where's
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's the Telegraph or the Daily Mail. You can find it, but the fact of the matter is, what she's done is try to create a hierarchy of oppression, and that's what's put everyone's noses out of joint. And she's a black woman who has fought against racism her entire life and her entire political career. And all she's done is my analysis when I was asked about this was to say, you can't hide black. That's it. You can't hide it. If you're a black person or a mixed race person or anyone that's non-white, you can't hide that. She's worded it in the fucking worst way. It's fucking awful. The way she said it in her piece. It's so bad. It's so fucking horrendously bad.
Has she had any other? Has she had a history of use of that type of language in which she is creating? She seems to be creating a difference between racism and the the other types of
Yeah.
antis,
No,
anti-Semitism.
she has, because it's the white Jewish people versus Jewish people in general. She's very anti Benjamin Netanyahu. She's very anti right wing Israeli. But as soon as you say that you are not a fan of the Israeli government, straight away you get that shovel of,
Mhm.
oh, you're anti-Semitic. Well, it's not.
Right.
Someone can critique the British government right now, but they're not going to say they're anti-Christian or anti-monarchy or anything like that. You can't have that. There's no label. There's no there's no format for it. But as soon as you critique the Jewish government of Israel, you are anti-Semitic. I don't think that's fair.
Right.
Because I can critique the American government right now, and they're not going to call me anti-American.
I will.
I mean, you do keep telling us that you invented us, so yes.
No, but that's,
I know.
But that's bans. That's bans.
Yeah. No. First off, she's an elected official, and we have said that there's a higher standard to elected officials, but they also have a duty to their constituents. And if she was elected for her work in anti-racism, and if she's continuing to be anti-racist and work on that, then there's nothing wrong with what she is doing, as long as she's putting in mind that there is intersectionality with this. As we all know, that it's not just being anti-racist, you also have to be, you have to be for the other protected classes. And so I think it seems like, I don't know, because she said, oh, this was just a first draft, or this was the wrong draft, or whatnot. Well, what would her own critiques of what her, like, this, obviously this is for the future, but what would be her other critiques of what she said? Oh, I didn't mean to say, or this is the wrong wording. Like, it's hard to know exactly what somebody was their intentions.
Oh,
intention is hard to.
The thing is, if you've got someone who is like, this is the thing with Diane Abbott. She is the most fucking targeted person when it comes to racial bullshit.
Yeah.
And
racism.
Yeah. She is the most targeted person. And then when she comes out with something that is anti-Semitic,
or
horrible,
seems to be anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Is taken
as anti-Semitic.
Yeah. Because we don't know what her.
Yeah. Everyone has a massive piling on her. And it's like, do you know what? This is the woman that gets called are we live?
Yes, this is a podcast.
Use your words carefully, please.
Just skip the word. We know what you're going to say.
Okay. She uses she gets called the worst words ever. That rhyme with spoon.
Dude, We fucking get it. You are belaboring the point. Move on, please.
So that she has been called those racist terms.
Yeah, Mikey, I'm just trying. I'm just trying.
You're going to fumble, so stop trying to
Yeah.
fucking pick up the egg off the countertop. Put it down and stop. No. I can barehand it. Put it down. Put it the fuck down. We'll get it. We'll pick up the egg.
Yeah.
No,
I cannot find her letter anywhere. 'Cause I'd like to read
Really?
it. The letter itself is like nowhere. Everyone makes reference to it, but there's no PDF anywhere. Like I cannot find it.
Oh, okay.
Like the actual letter. I can't find it.
Yeah, but anyway, she's the most anti-racist person ever. Anti anything ever. And the right-wing media are using her as a whipping person to use as a tool to just kick the granny out of the progressive movement. She is so far from that. So far from that. And it's fucking horrendous.
So
It's blatant. It's blatant as well.
Is this a reaction? So Keir Starmer, you basically put her out of commission for a while so that they can have a proper investigation. Do you think that's a reaction to the possibility that could be used to attack labor, especially because you should be having an election coming up soon, right? An actual election. So is that in preparation? Like, oh, look at what labor's doing. Look at what the liberals are doing. They're anti-Semitic. Like, do you think that that's like he's trying to get in front of that,
Okay.
but without the rest of it?
Right.
Because we do that too. We overreact too, or we react incorrectly.
The whole thing with the anti-Semitism was Jeremy Corbyn is a Marxist, socialist guy, and he hates what Israel are doing right now. And if you say that you can't stand Israel, regardless of your political cue, you are an anti-Semite, because you can you criticize the American argument and British argument, and you will never get called anything. But if you criticize Israel, you'll be called an anti-Semite.
Right.
So it's like, well, no, I'm just not happy with what you're doing.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, she falls under that umbrella, as well as Jeremy Corbyn. Now, Jeremy Corbyn is a flawed human, but he has he has tropes that are good for all of us. To have this kind of situation where you can't criticize the Israeli government, that's a really bad fucking situation, because that's all that they want to do. If you criticize the British government, which we've got the Conservatives, we've had 13 years of them, and they're shit.
Yeah.
We should be able to have that, and we do, but we're not called any kind of racial slur to do that.
Right.
We just hate the Tories.
Yeah.
That's our thing. I find it reprehensible that
Well, the Tories are pretty awful, just in general,
yeah,
regardless of what they do.
yeah, but you have that right to say that.
Right.
But if I was to say Benjamin Netanyahu is a fucking cunt, I can't say that because I'm called an anti-Semite.
Right.
Why? No, I'm just saying the same thing that I would say against fucking any one of our Tory fucking leaders.
I let the dog out into the living room, and then the movie playing on the TV. The fucking door knocked on the show, and he fucking went. I'm like, God, what the timing of this?
Well played.
Like, I will kill you.
But this is where the difference is with regards to international affairs.
Mm-hmm.
I can call Chaz a cunt, like I used to call Lizzie a cunt back in the day. God rest her soul. I can call any of our leaders a cunt. It's fine. But if I call Benjamin Netanyahu a cunt, I will get called an anti-Semite.
Yeah.
No. I've literally just said all these other people behind me are cunts, but you are trying to single me out to say that I'm being an anti-Semite by calling this one particular
Okay.
person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on,
we
go.
got it. I still can't find. I found the Dickheads paper. I was reading that, who she was responding to, but I still can't find her letter. I think people notice patterns well, and it's working in America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Try it over here.
We can find patterns of behavior when it comes to certain.
Just drum up some shit. Just drum it up.
But also here, as you know, Mikey, if enough people are hearing it, even if it is false or if it's blown out of proportion or whatnot, such as, hey, the big lie, it propagates.
That Pepsi tastes better than Coke.
It becomes exactly. If it's heard enough, if it's said by enough people, if people talk about it enough, it becomes reality.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is snowballing. This particular thing is snowballing, is going to snowball to say, yes, like it's not just her. She's not just the anti-Semite in the group. It's everybody. It's because Keir Starmer, he's in charge of her. And then it's everybody who works below her. Now they're connected to her. So it's supposed to do this. And they're going to do this. And they're going to make her, especially she's a black woman. Hello, it doesn't matter where you're from.
Yeah.
US or the UK. If you're a black woman, you're a target for everything.
That's why I'm really go ahead. That's what I found the guy who she was responding to, because her letter was in response to something, and no one has made mention at all about what he wrote, and that's weird to me. Like, that's a weird way to report what she's talking about. You know what I mean? Like,
it's out of context, right?
It feels like those word problems where like they give you they give you tons of information, but the question like there's not enough information in the prompt to answer the question.
Right.
That's where I feel like I'm at.
So it's hard. It's hard to respond to something like this.
Yeah, I don't know what she said exactly because I can't find it, and that's weird too. Because if it's so bad, it's everywhere. Yeah. But the fact that I can't find it is strange. But I found the original. I found the original one, but I can't find the thing that everybody's reacting to.
And but this is that sort of right-wing notion that it doesn't matter as long as she is labeled anti-Semitic,
She's getting the Scarlet Letter. Is what she's getting.
That's it. That's how they view her.
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
she's probably friends with Kanye. I heard her listening to Jesus Walks the other day.
Exactly. And so now she's connected to Kanye, right? And now, and then she's connected to Trump because of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course. Like this is the thing. You just it propagates. And I mean, we can talk about how, the media really helps with this kind of shit. And especially social media is really helpful with this kind of stuff, because now, like, I feel like what Labor kind of was trying to do was to dam the river, right? To block. But is that correct? Is that the way to do it? I don't know. I'm not a politician. I would be terrible at it. I would just tell the truth all the time. It would be
easier.
The problem we have is because
start
of
calling
the
people cunts all the time, just like because I've just listened to Wayne so long.
I goes where I goes.
That's also why I can't be a politician, because then I'd have to have Mikey's soundboard. And then every response would just be Mikey's soundboard. So I cannot be a politician.
What I can do is I can just put a laptop in my backpack and then run a I can run a Bluetooth speaker. And I'll just have a little boombox, a little Bluetooth speaker. I'll just follow you around. I'll just push the buttons.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
So that's how I would run my politics there.
Do you realize I just unlocked my ability to soundboard in real life?
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
Brenner, does that look like a fucking frothy coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck off.
Drink it.
Mr. Coffee Man.
Whenever somebody takes
Get it down, yeah.
like if I'm at like a committee meeting and then I have people there, like the the Homeland Security Secretary of Homeland Security, and you drink some water, I would just need the drink it. Like
drink it.
Every
drink it.
Doesn't matter if it's my turn to talk. It does not matter. It just has to happen. We have created a new political system right here, Mikey.
You're welcome.
Does it taste like a frothy coffee?
It tastes,
exactly.
It tastes
now, fuck off.
It tastes a bit of coffee.
I don't have cancer.
I'm fucking amazing.
That's the best one. But I don't have cancer. Exactly. I'm fucking amazing.
Yes, that's...
He was just chuffed. He was
doing it.
He was properly chuffed. He was just like, oh,
Mikey, listen to me. This is the way.
This is the way. I can't wait to dress up Kira's stroller to look like Grogu's little pod.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
that's gonna be
no!
ridiculous.
No! You can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah.
That'll be ridiculous.
So I bought the wife a kind of too expensive like little Grogu doll thing. He's like a little rubber. He's like a little puppet thing, but he doesn't.
Right.
And
Right.
we did look at him, and then look at the baby, and then we looked at him and looked at the baby, and we're like, Damn, her legs are too long, because that would have fit perfectly.
Oh.
If you're doing that, I'm buying Florence an assassin droid. No.
Yes.
No. No. Yes. She's gonna be shooting the fuck out of everyone.
Please don't do
It.
that. Please don't do
Okay.
that. Don't give that to her. Let's check in with our good mate, soon to be on the show, according to Wayne.
No, he is.
He's coming like Christmas. I got it.
Essentially.
Talks about dreaming about refugees. It's just weird and slightly sick. Dreaming about refugees being deported against their will to a country they've argued quite possibly never heard of. a country with a record of shooting refugees who protest about things like food. It's just weird, and it's sick. And it's obviously, in some way, shape or form, it's racist. And yet when I look at Suella Braverman, I see someone who, in my mind's eye, is much, much more likely to be a victim of racism than to be a proponent of it. Saida Vassi sort of breaks the dam this week by saying, no, get off the fence. That's racist. You've got to say so.
I am calling her rhetoric racist. I am. And I'm supporting the letters which call her rhetoric racist.
And I think she's right. The way she talks about dreaming.
Who, and this is in response to Homegirl?
Yeah, our Home Secretary. She's a South Asian.
Wayne.
South.
Is it in response to the Abbott lady?
No.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
This is different.
Okay, no.
I don't have any context for this.
This is where we have to have the ability to say brown people can be racist. And she is fucking racist as fuck. She is
Who is she? Give me a name.
Suella Braverman, who is our Home Secretary.
Okay.
She is playing to the gallery when it comes to her policies, and you come here, but we're going to deport you to Rwanda. So how is that a good policy?
Well, that's horrible.
So
That's literally setting somebody up to be shot.
Yeah.
To be killed. Like that. That is actual very. That's beyond racism. That's a death threat.
But because she's brown, she's using this deflection.
Mm.
So, I can't be racist because look at me.
You're right.
Which is
Racism, if I say it.
I mean, the racism is probably the least bad part of that. Like, I want to send you to a country that's in the literal middle of a civil war. I'm going to just drop you off at the border. Like, that's
You don't
that's
speak
worse
the
than
language. You have no connections there.
Maybe it's just
they don't
me.
have any way of taking care of you.
Maybe it's just me. I'm
And there's
American.
guts.
I'm kind of used to like a certain level of constant racism around me at all times. So a little racism is all right, but dude, don't drop me off in a war zone. Like, what the fuck?
No, that's a death threat.
But she uses her ethnicity as a deflection to say that you can't be racist because look at me.
Mm-hmm.
But if that had been a middle-aged white man inflicting that policy on people, that level of racism would be just dropped on your lap. Deal with it.
It's obvious.
Suella Braverman is just a horrible porch an N-word.
Jesus Christ.
No, Mikey, I didn't do it.
Just move on.
I didn't do it.
Just move on. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But that's where we are.
So what has been the overall reaction to her saying that
that just that everyone's just saying she's using it as a shield.
She's using it as a shield. Okay.
It's like
she's trying to keep her position.
Pulling up. I've got over the wall. I'm pulling up the drawbridge and I'm leaving everyone else behind.
Is she a Tory? Is she a Tory?
Yes.
Okay, so she's
the Home Secretary.
so what you're saying is that she is using this type of racist rhetoric, right? Rhetorical racism.
Yep.
To keep her position in the Tory party.
Yeah. She's one of them. She's one of the all right ones.
Yeah. It's okay. This one's good. This one's the good one.
Yeah.
These ones not so much, but this one, she's on our side. She believes in the same thing we do. Got it.
God
And-
offended me.
Exactly.
Yeah, and she's sitting there fucking skipping and jumping around, going, "See what I did? See what I did? You all right?"
But they're gonna like her more. She's gonna be your Madge, your Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah, it's horrible because she is a
Hey, Brenna. Marjorie Taylor Brown.
oh Jesus.
Oh God, no.
Idris Elba. I goes where I goes.
Drink to that. That was a good one.
Where's the shame?
Oh no, that was good. I'm not ashamed of that.
Oh
That was
no,
awesome.
that was shame.
I'm so glad that I introduced you fuckers to this fucking that show because it's the best. It is the best.
All right,
Idris
I have
Elba.
I have some live reporting here.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh. What's going
go.
on, Mr. Mikey?
Let's do. Got too many windows open. God, I need that one. Okay. Oh, don't go over there. All right, can you guys share a screen? I got no less than 30 tabs open right now. So give me. There we go. I need to see you guys.
Oh, I can see my Mikey. I can see my Mikey.
Oh, see, and now
Wrong
it's
one.
not.
Wrong one.
It's not doing it. See, it's all angry. Oh, I know
News.
why.
Mike Pence testified to federal grand jury about Donald Trump in January 6th. Yep.
Oh, I know the issue. Open. Boom.
He's not Trump's VP anymore.
No, it's gonna be MTG. She's been.
By the way, how good has this been? Back to the original fold.
I'm just glad Shartan's not here.
He'll hear this.
I miss Tim and his melty cheese.
Tim and his cheese.
Gotta love a cheese. Melted cheese.
There
All
we
right.
go.
There's the face.
There we are. It's better.
There we go.
Look at him.
So, Brenna, forgive me. I'm just sicking up a poo.
What a shockingly handsome young man. God. It's going to be hard for anybody to get anything
It's that
done
lower
around here.
angle. It's the lower angle. I can see every time.
I'm just so tall.
That's
The camera's at like 6.5 feet up.
You
like
ruined the MySpace angle. The MySpace angle is up here.
The TikTok angle now. Up the nose.
Anyway.
Oh, bless him. Bless him.
Little live reporting for your head top. What's going on, guys? Mikey Famine here, out on location doing a live report. I'm over at the Rise Dispensary, where I normally get my greenery in this area, and they are on strike. So I'm gonna go find some people and have a conversation with them. And I did. All right, guys. Hi, Mikey. Oh, I'm in the sun here. There we go. Mikey Famine here from the Bitten Podcast, and I'm joined with
Alonzo from Rise Joliet, Colorado. I'm a PC,
Hello, Alonzo.
I'm also the negotiator for the team. We've been on strike for over a week now. It's an unfair labor practice strike. We're also looking for a fair contract. We're not looking to get rich. We're just trying to have a somewhat livable wage. Things are very expensive now, as you know. And
yes, we're kind of about 50 miles southwest of Chicago, so we're not paying like $3,200 a month for rent, but it is not cheap to live out here. You have to have a car. You have to have a lot more than the average person in the average suburb. So like what exactly, I don't want to get into the specifics of your contract or anything like that because that would be untoward, but how long have you guys been trying to rectify things before it got to this?
For sure. So right now our contract negotiations technically for our store hasn't even started. It's been over a year since our store alone is negotiated. The original store was Rise Niles. They're the first ones to punch through the door. They're also the reason we're striking in solidarity with them. For them, it's been over 1.5 years, and we're going to be adopting the exact same contract as them. So for the year, I've been able to join in their negotiations, and it'll all be adopted here. But yeah, it's obviously gone too long for it to be good faith considerations still.
And y'all have been watching the show. Y'all know I have a new baby at home, and the one thing I love to do is just blaze a little bit when the little one goes to sleep. But you know what? I'm going without because you're staying with your brothers. And I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm greenery free.
Wow. Well, dude, well played. Well played.
Unions. Woo! Go
Are you
Labor.
not entertained? Fucking
For the labor.
Look at you journalistic wanker.
Amazing. Thank you, Mikey, for sharing your journalistic integrity.
Hey.
Well played, mate. Well played. Well played.
Thank you for doing that, and I hope you keep us updated.
So, do the Pulitzer people like call me? Do I?
No,
submit
you have to
that?
submit.
Okay.
No, but what we have done is stirred a fire in me. That means I'm gonna have to fucking go and talk to these striking people. You cunt.
And Ollieman's on strike.
No, I love it.
Up in the frozen north.
No, Mikey. That's for you to do that. That's a beautiful thing.
Now, to be fair, I will be going to a different dispensary tomorrow.
No,
but
Mikey, what I'm saying is,
But it's only to keep yourself going.
Yeah, I do need it for my mental health.
It's life.
But
It's life affirming.
You did something that you didn't need to do.
It's the right thing to do.
That's what's inspiring. You did something that you didn't need to do.
You did. That's what's good.
And we thank you for it, because if I could, I would. And to be fair, in current, are we still alive?
Of course, we're still live.
Oh.
You haven't signed off yet.
This is a podcast, Wayne.
Okay, I was about to share. I was about to share.
Okay,
I was about to share stuff.
All right. Well, then you hush. You hush.
Yeah. No
Hold on.
personal stuff here.
Hold
We're good.
on. So, that being said, I'm definitely going to a different dispensary. It's a little bit further away. I'll go tomorrow. I was supposed to go today, but I doubt I'm going to make it out there today. It's a little late to be driving around that far. But I'm not going to give that business any of my money if they don't want to pay their people right. And it's that, and that is, I've always been, whenever I got in fights, I fought bullies because someone has to say something to bullies. But when you're a little pipsqueak and you say, "Hey, stop picking on them," yeah, that is your ass that is now bouncing across the floor because you were too little to be fucking trying to. I know I can't win all of my fights, but there are little fights that I know I can win. And my purchase, not going to that company, feels like a win for me. And mind you, while I was recording that with the guy, 10 people walked in the door.
Yeah.
They got somebody in there working. Some scabs are in there working. Crossed the picket line and went to go work there. I mean, the place already had security because it's a dispensary. There's drugs and money there. So there's already security guards there. But it's your way to be a superhero. It's how you do something small that ripples into something big that actually does something beneficial for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in my area, without doxing myself, if you know of the Rise dispensaries, if you see somebody on strike outside of a place, go to somewhere else. Just shop somewhere else, dude. You don't have to stand there and debate.
Mikey lives in America. If you have charity donations for America, put him in America.
If you don't, like, it's not that big of an inconvenience to go shop somewhere else if this place is not taking care of their people. I don't want to drive to like the busiest intersection on the history of Earth, but that's where I'm going tomorrow because fuck those guys. Because if it
dispensaries make a lot of money, there's no excuse.
We
not to pay.
ran out of weed after 6 weeks in Illinois when it went legal in 2020. 6 weeks and it went. We are rolling in cash from fucking weed
And
sales.
that's another thing. They only use cash.
Also, Brenna lives in America. This small
Wayne, wind it in, dude. Wind it in.
I don't live in America. I live in my own country.
Wow.
Brenna.
Okay.
She lives in Brenna's
largest economy in the world. Right here.
Wow.
So
right around here. You're welcome.
Look at Brenna flexing.
Do your
yeah.
Even if you love unions, you hate unions. If you care about people, then you should not break picket lines. Because those people are sacrificing a lot to try to put that business in a position where they have to treat their employees better, and it kind of negates the whole thing if you break that line and you start trickling money into that machine, because that's essentially what it is. It's just a machine to pull money out of customers' pockets, right? It's not people. It's not a family. It's a business. And if the business doesn't want to take care of the people that you're probably going there for because you enjoy the company of those people in that location. If you want just the Amazon world where you just kind of order everything online, or you go into a store, don't talk to anybody, grab your stuff, walk out. If that's what you want, that's cool. And there's websites for that. But if you're interacting with brick and mortar, with human beings, with flesh and blood, it's going to cost more. And if we want to keep it that way, you have to keep paying for it. And paying for it sometimes means not getting it. Because for the first time in a long time, I have enough money to buy my own weed without asking my wife to like, hey, can you give me just a couple of dollars? Like I was so excited to go. Just got done with the Earth Day celebration. 420 just passed. Woo! No.
Ready.
We'll wait. If they don't want to do right, then we'll wait.
Mikey, thank you for supporting the union that they have there, even if the only thing you did was interview one of the employees that was striking. But it's a small thing. You're right. It's a small thing. Nobody's talking about it. I have not heard this. It's important, and the more that something that has occurred, especially for if you notice the teachers are striking more and more.
Yeah, because
it's being seen, it's being talked about, and that's what needs to happen. I love seeing teachers strike, because it really does mean that they're starting to care about their needs. And so if there is a worker that their needs are not being met for the amount of work that they put in, and others are making more money from their labors, I think more of this striking, more of this negotiations need to take place. And we're living in a world in which a lot of these states are union busting.
Hey, Wayne,
they're making it harder. And guess what? Child labor.
Yeah. Roll it back so we can get all the 16-year-olds in the dispensary.
Exactly.
Work them 9
child labor
to 9.
is going on now. Sarah Huckabee Sanders signed into law that you can have child labor without consent of the parent.
Hey, Wayne, guess how much the tax is on marijuana?
14.5%.
30%.
Oh, come on.
That's not even sales tax. That's just the weed tax. You still got to pay your sales tax.
I was halfway there.
It's double that. It's unbearable. So that's what, when people want licenses and people want to do stuff to get to be growers or to have dispensaries and stuff like that, Illinois has no idea where we're going to get the funds Bro, I'm like,
I
bro,
hate
we
your
literally
country.
sold all the weed in 6 weeks. We're still probably banking off of that money from 2020. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's another Illinois scheme. Just like we're gonna put in these. We're gonna put these tollways over the highways just so we can do some road repairs. You know they're gonna be so expensive. The city's expanding. We're gonna need some cash for that. Man, them motherfucking tollways been there about 43 years, man. They just keep tearing the road up so they can keep them in there.
Yep.
California.
I'm talking about almost 2 million commuters a day, and they all have to pay $4. Where's the money? We should be all having flying cars as much as you're charged on these fucking tollways. This road better be heated,
by this time,
salted,
you should
dry.
have transporter technology with the amount of shit.
A pneumatic tube system.
Okay, Mikey. My question to you would be then: ask where that money's gone.
How many people commute into Chicago?
No. Where has that money gone? Road repairs.
$1 million. It's 1 million people. What is this? Is this a day? No way. Morning commute by time departure. It is. It's 1 million people.
Oh my god.
I win.
Holy shit. 1 million people and all of them paying fucking $3 every day. Come on, man.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, man. These roads better be made out of fucking diamonds. This should be Wakanda over here. Oh,
Do you have automated toll roads or do you have people toll roads?
We had people, which was actually it was a shitty job, but a good job because it was unionized and it was a state job.
And it costs money.
We got
It
rid of
costs
all our
money.
toll people.
But they got after they were already phasing out like the people toll booths.
Oh my god!
And then they started putting in the automatic joints, and then now the automatic joints are pretty much all gone. We just throw the change in there. Yeah, there's you get a little bingy to put up on your glass, and you just drive right through.
We have that.
So I don't want to have to pay anybody to take your money. So just stick this in your car, and we'll take the money right out of your
You don't
account.
have to process. You don't have to
worry about
process change anymore.
it. Good times.
Anyway.
Anyways, right.
Anyway.
I'm going to bed because it's late as fuck.
Hey, Wayne. We have a show. Let's close our show, and then we can say goodbye to each other like we normally do.
We're not done. We're not done with each other. We're still stuck here.
All right, we're gonna rate out. Yeah, hush over there, sir. We're gonna raid to Miss Crazy Catnip. Thank you everybody for joining us back. This is season 3, episode 1 of the Bin Podcast. Back in Black 2, Backer and Blacker. Bye, guys.
Twat. I love you.